What's up, YouTubers? I'm just up here in Washington State driving to the FreeFly Systems private test flying field to fly a new RC glider that I just built up. This flying field is kind of like a bog. I don't really know the definition of a bog, but it sounds right. Basically just a kind of like a sod farm type of thing that's like just waterlogged in the winter. So hopefully the plane doesn't get swallowed by the ground upon landing, or hopefully I don't get swallowed by the ground. And it also smells pretty bad. I hate to admit it, but this is the first video I've made since I moved up here in November. I hope to make more videos soon for this YouTube channel, but I've just been really busy because I'm working full time now. Let's get out of the car here and check it out. This is actually pretty good weather for the winter time here because it seems like it's raining 90% of the time. So let's do some FPV. So this is the ASW21. It's a big glider. The wingspan's somewhere around 3 meters, I think. I've got it set up with a Runcam Split Mini on the back as the FPV camera, and that also records. And I've got another older Runcam taped on there, very jankily, and then a 2.4 gigahertz video transmitter mounted right there. Got a 3 amp hour 3-cell in the canopy area. Got the stock motor, stock propeller. Got a Dragon Link receiver in there. Have the Dragon Link antenna out there on the wingtip. This battery is pretty small. I want to put a larger battery in it soon and maybe upgrade the motor to something that can run on more than 3-cell. Maybe like a 6-cell setup. I can find a bigger, better folding prop. I've only flown this thing once so far, so I don't have a lot of airtime with it. Got my ground station set up here with a 2.4 gigahertz directional antenna, circularly polarized, but I'm gonna give it a whirl. So this battery's not very big, so I'm not gonna be able to fly for that long, and I don't have voltage telemetry set up right now, so I shouldn't fly for very long just to be safe. I also haven't flown this airplane more than once, so I don't know really how long it'll stay in the air for. Switch over to FPV. Okay, we're up and running. So, truth be told, my eyes are kind of dilated right now, so I can't see very much in these goggles. It's kind of windy, so the plane's bouncing around a little bit. Now we're flying over the slough. There's a lot of tall trees around here, so I got to be careful not to hit one. Right below me is the FreeFly Systems headquarters. I work there now full time, like I said before, just doing like product development stuff. I'll fly towards Woodinville into the wind here. The wind is coming from the north right now. So I don't have ground video recording right now, unfortunately, but the video signal is really good. It's pretty windy, so sorry if there's a lot of wind noise in the microphone. Wow, it's getting more windy. You can definitely see the plane bouncing around quite a bit. So far, I like this plane. It seems really efficient. I'm sure it would be a lot more efficient if I didn't have cameras and video transmitters and antennas taped all over the place. It makes cool noises when you cut the throttle and glide by really fast. I've got flaps and spoilers on it right now. Those kind of help for landing because it does glide pretty efficiently, so when you cut the throttle to come in for a landing, it'll just keep on gliding if you're not careful. This plane doesn't have that much roll authority. I wish the ailerons were a little bit bigger. I'll eventually put a flight stabilization system, or OSD, in this plane. I think there's a tower crane somewhere below, but I can't really see it through the goggles. Other than the wind, it's a nice day to fly. Seattle is straight ahead, and Mount Rainier is over that way. You can see it on days when there's no clouds. All right, well, since I don't have voltage telemetry, I don't want to go that far away I can tell that I'm getting blown back to the south a lot from the wind right now. I'm sure it's even windier up high where I am. So I'm going to go ahead and pull around and follow the river back home. I'm just gliding now. Wow, yeah, I didn't even get that far away. There's the trailer right down below. That wind is really fierce. Well, I'm back home now, so I'll do some spinny loop-de-doops and such. Oh, that's such a good noise. Getting some more altitude back, and try a loop-de-doop. Okay, going for a loop. Woo! And going for a roll. Oh, it's like freaking rolling a cruise ship. Doesn't work very well. Okay, well, I'm gonna land before I run out of juice here. It was a pretty short flight, but I wanna be safe. I guess I'll try and land with FPV. Spoilers up, sink down here. I'm gonna overshoot by a lot. Need to come around again. Like I said, this thing glides pretty efficiently, so you need to line up your landings really well. My hands are cold. Now it looks like I might be too low considering the headwind. Spoilers up. I can't see anything. Oh, what do I want? Ugh. That was far from ideal, but I can't see, so it's all right. Let's go see what we got. Got some bushes stuck in the ailerons. Doesn't look like there's any damage. Yeah, I think I'll put another battery in it and then do a non-FPV manual flight just around this area. Those time lapses you saw earlier were shot with this guy, which is the new little FreeFly Movi. It's an iPhone stabilizer. It's pretty fun to play around with. Woo! Woohoo! Uh-oh. Wow, that was way too close to crashing. I just came out of a loop-de-loop and got uncomfortably close to the ground. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna try a landing here, a crosswind landing on the road. Damn. Yeah, that was a good landing, other than the fact that it hits something on the ground and then like jumps around every time. I'm gonna pack up and head back to FreeFly. So I'll be the first to admit that wasn't the most exciting flight, but I hope to soon take this glider out to more interesting places and do some cool FPV flights. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, bye.